Come on, Maisie. All right, let's take a trip, huh?
Hey, hop on in. This is Ty's Minute Down Memory Lane.
In association with the Right Eye Productions broadcast.
Grandpa's Place on the Lake. Ty at Nite.
12 years old, my dad, a Vietnam vet, well, he put me in his Toyota pickup truck and drove me to his dad's place, which is my grandpa's place on the lake. What a beautiful place. Amongst the whispering pines, out of the middle of nowhere. You had to drive on red clay dirt roads to get there. I loved it. You know, a lot happened back then. My dad drove me there. He dropped me off. The next day, my dad drove back, and I stayed. It was better than any summer camp any kid could ever remember. Yeah. Always beautiful. The fact is this, family is what's important. Family supports you. It's all about family. And I was taught at a young age, family was important. So here I am on Grandpa's place on the lake. I learned how to fish. Yeah. I would raise up before the sun rose, and I was ready to go, man. My grandpa slid that 14-foot John boat off the side of the bank there, and we would go fishing. Taught me how to bass fish. Now on the lake, there was nothing but bass. Yeah, I caught my first bass fish right there on that lake. About a 4 or 5 pounder. Now here I am, nicknamed Spanky because I was so small, I was so short. I was just heading into my first year of middle school. And I gotta tell you, casting that rod, hanging out with Grandpa, boy, I caught my first largemouth bass fish. Right there. It was incredible. Amazing to me. But more amazing to me was the fact that, well, we learned a lot about family during that time, during that summer. More than fishing, we would fish in the early morning hours. Grandma would cook up some great hush puppies, maybe some buttered up grits, the old-fashioned cast iron pan, or whatever way possible. It was family. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute of it, even at my young age. I was taught to respect family, to understand the respect of family. When we weren't fishing, either in the early hours of the morning or late at night before the sun set, we did projects in between. One of the more famous projects that I did was a cutting board. It was a wood cutting board. Now, some people may buy cutting boards offline or wherever you buy your cutting boards today. This was an authentic cutting board. Grandpa drove me to the old General Hardware store. Yeah, the kind of store that had the bell on the door handle. It rung when you walked in.
Good morning.
Had the wood creaky floors, no matter what aisle you walked down. But we found our way to a barrel of wood, and Grandpa pulled out several pieces of 1x1 wood pieces, some light, some dark, maple, mahogany, birch, and we brought it all back to the house. Yeah, Grandpa, well, he taught me how to use a table saw, where the 10-inch blade comes up from the bottom of the table, depending on the thickness of the wood that you needed to cut. He taught me how to cut all that. He taught me how to glue it all together and clamp it and just wait. Wait for perfection. A couple of days later, it was all done. We cut it all up. He then showed me what a router was. He said, let's make these edges beautiful, which we did. By the end of the day, I had a beautiful 2-foot long, maybe a 10-inch, 11-inch deep cutting board for fish, maybe for ribs even. I was 12 years old at that time. And would you believe, fast forward 40-something years later, I still have that very same cutting board, and I'm getting emotional. I apologize. I still have that very same cutting board today. I've lived in multiple states, taking on different radio jobs from here to there, and somehow, some way, even traveling on Greyhound buses to find my way. I still have that cutting board. Still have it today. I'm paying homage today to family. Family is very important. Grandpa not only taught me how to fish or put together my own cutting board, he taught me about life. It's a beautiful scene there. It's in the middle of the country. I got my fishing down. I got the woodworking down from the old shack there on the side of the bank there of the lake, and I even learned how to farm, believe it or not. Good old city boy. Learned how to till up a farm, replant seeds, pick okra, tomatoes, and everything in between. While my dad was hard at work down south, I was enjoying this family time with Grandpa. And as we wind down, I'll tell you this. We were never promised tomorrow. But I'll damn sure tell you this. You can make the best memories with your family today. If you've got family near, great. Even afar, well, they're just a phone call away. No matter what you do, keep family close to you.
Pocket full of memories.
Broadcasting to the world.
This is a Right Eye Productions broadcast.
Right here.
Ty At Nite.
Grandpa's Place on the Lake. Ty is still young at heart, but with as many birthday candles as he has to blow out this year, he may want some extra oxygen and perhaps a fire extinguisher.
Live, love, laugh.
Thanks for riding along.
TyAtNite.com.